welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit of an impromptu get ready with me. I just feel like doing kind of like a summer vibes makeup inspired look. Just want to play with some makeup, and I also kind of want to try to dupe a little bit of the Sun palette from Cosmic Beauty. Obviously they are releasing the Sun palette and it's beautiful and it's lovely, but I don't think at this point I'm going to be getting it. I think it's too late in the season for me to buy a palette specifically for the summer. I think it's probably a palette that I will eventually add to my collection further down the line, assuming that they won't discontinue it. So today we're just going to try to dupe the vibes, and I'm just going to try to do a little bit of a summer makeup look. It might not be that much. I might not even put that much on my face. I don't really know where this is going. If you're not familiar with what the palette looks like or what I'm talking about, this is a picture of it. I don't think you can even buy it yet because it's not even on their website, but I've seen loads of creators pop up with, oh, here's the Sun palette, and it looks stunning. It does. And knowing Cosmic Beauty, I think the quality is going to be really beautiful. So I have nothing against it. It's just the timing for me. Like if they had released it probably maybe June, I think it would have been the perfect time, because that's like summer's here, let's get going. But we're going into August, and I feel like I'm like, you know, I'm fully fleshed out midway through the summer, and you know, we're getting into autumn soon, so we'll see. Anyway, so I have no idea. That's like the theme of the video. I was gonna also say, oh, I only want to use like my Project Pan items. I'm just gonna dabble into everything. I'm gonna dabble into some maybe Project 10 use items, some Project Pan potentially, some new items that you may have not seen in my collection yet, and we're just gonna play. And I don't even have anything to talk about. I don't know. It's just like a summer vibes only. We're just gonna see what I come up with. Okay? Okay. I've been watching a lot of Get Ready With Me's recently, and I have been really enjoying just watching them while I'm doing my makeup at the same time or doing something else. And I get it. Like, I know that I do a lot of Get Ready With Me's with my channel member, but I don't do that many with you guys, like everyone else. Not that much anymore. So I get it that it's just a video that may not do like super well, but there are a few of you who enjoy the little Get Ready With Me's, and I don't want to like not do them, right? And I think it's always a fun time to just sit down, do my makeup, and just like not have to think about anything. Anyway, so I'm gonna go into actually something new. I did an order of the Beauty Crop, and they all came in about a week ago or whatever, and I got in that order, I got a few things, but I got the Vitamin Babe. This is a vitamin enriched tinted glow primer, and I've only tried it once, so we're gonna try it again. I think, you know, it is summer. I want to be getting into this a little bit more. So this definitely has somewhat of a tint to it. And what I did was I used this, and then I put on like foundation over the top of it. I just want to like use this and just fully imagine and see what this does, because I couldn't tell last time. The first time I used it, I was like, I don't even know what this is doing. I think it was nice, and gosh, what do I do? I'm just wondering, like, how do I blend this in? How am I gonna blend this in? I could use my sponge. Let me go fix my sponge. All right. Do you see? Like, I haven't touched it. Look what's happened. Is that normal? I have not touched this. It's like already tinting my skin. What is that? What does that mean? What is this product? Okay, we'll see. Let's see. I'm kind of going for the no makeup look in a way, because essentially that's what my summer makeup is. So I want something glowy. I want something not full coverage and a little bronzy. And maybe we'll discover a new favorite item It has made me darker. Look at my face compared to my neck. Okay, that's a bit funny. Yeah, so before I bought all this stuff from the beauty crop, so I ended up getting a tinted foundation, this product, and I got a bunch of blush and a pressed powder. And before I got all this stuff from them, I had only tried one item from the beauty crop, which is my little lippy pen, which I've always loved, but I had never tried anything else. And I'd always been curious. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it. And so on random night, I just randomly bought all that stuff. It's just, I can't explain why I buy the things that I buy sometimes, because there are things on my wish list that sit there for years and years and years. And I think the pore filter, let me just show you what I'm talking about. I think this has been on my, I want to try that list for years. And so this is really the reason why I was like, you know what, let me look at the beauty crop. And at the time that I went on there, they had like a sale. So anyway, it wasn't planned, but I did end up obviously getting this. So this is what we're looking like. It is glowy, it is tinted. The only thing that I don't like about tinted primers or anything in the sense like it's like this or like a tinted SPF, because this is SPF, it's got SPF 45, so it's actually pretty decent. The only thing I don't like is when it oxidizes. I feel like it always looks, because when I put it on my finger, it didn't look that orange, and then you saw my face start to oxidize. So that's the only thing where I get worried about these, because I feel like if you don't blend it out properly, you get like streaks, and I don't know, it doesn't look great. But I wanted to try it again, and I feel like that's glowy, so that's good. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna go into foundation today, but obviously I do have blemishes. I have the Silky Blur from Essence. I also picked up the foundation. I got these in pretty dark shades. So who am I, right? I'm always getting the lightest shade. I didn't this time. I got it in store, and I feel like I got a very, very, very summer shade, especially for like a concealer. So I'm just gonna go into this briefly, and then we're gonna start working on the eyes, and we'll get into it. But yeah, I've only tried this once before, and I tried it with the foundation. Something tells me I think it's gonna work without a foundation. Like it's gonna work on a no makeup day look, you know? Even though this is full on makeup that I'm doing. Because this concealer is definitely the darkest concealer that I have in my collection. Normally my concealer is like ghostly pale, but I think using it without a foundation, and the foundation I got is pretty much the same color as the concealer. I don't think they really work well together, but I think this concealer is going to work really well for the summer on days that I just don't want to wear foundation. So yeah, I'm trying to do this is like a typical, you know, what I would do if I'm gonna hang out outside. Maybe not necessarily go swimming, although we are going to be going swimming today. But like, what would I do with my face that doesn't look kind of like ridiculous? Because I don't want like a full face of makeup when I'm out in the sun. It doesn't make any sense. So this is kind of, you know, if I was going to like a pool party and I wanted to look nice, but not too overdone, that's the vibe that we're going for. Because I still want to like show my skin. I still want to be bronzy. I don't want to have like brown, you know, tan. I don't want to have like tan lines and be a little bit tan and then like a white face with foundation, I think. That's always silly, right? So I think this is nice. I mean, it's not, I don't know. I like this because it's just simple. I'm just going for like simple, glowy summer skin. Summer vibes. Okay, now for the eyeshadow. This palette is really pretty. Now, if I had this palette in front of me, I would avoid those darker purples and the blue. I would avoid those, and I would concentrate on the peaches, the oranges, maybe the yellow, and that pop of blue. I think that pop of blue is beautiful. And I actually have that pop of blue that I'm working on already in a project pan. So you see what I mean? I'm like going with the vibes. So I'm already working on this shade, which is from my Aurora Struck palette from Colourpop. This is the shade Journey. And I feel like that is the vibe of that blue, specifically in this Sun palette. So we're definitely going to incorporate this blue somehow in this makeup look. So I'm just going to swatch it just so we can like figure out what kind of makeup we want to do. I used this blue yesterday in my inner corner when I went to the dentist. It was pretty, it worked. It's light enough that it can work like that, but I want to use it slightly differently. I'm feeling like I want to put it here. I'm already like envisioning what I want to do. Yeah, I feel like I want to put the like a flash of blue here. And then the rest of my lid's gonna be the orange, maybe pink. You know, I don't know. You know what I really appreciate about this palette is it's not, it doesn't have like green to it. Does anyone else agree with me? I feel like all I've seen lately in palettes are palettes that have been really beautiful, but they've always had loads of teals or loads of greens in them. And I'm not against green whatsoever, but I've just gotten so sick of it. And I really appreciate this palette just does not have the green in it. It has the yellow shimmer at the bottom. And I don't know, obviously, because I don't have it in front of me, if it flips green or not. It could potentially, but in terms of like an overall, like a solid green color, this palette does not have it, and I am very happy about that. And there's no black in here too, because I feel like Cosmic Beauty always has the black. They do have that really dark blue, and I'm sure that's exactly where the magnet is, and I'm sure if I had that palette, that dark blue, because it's a matte blue, would shatter and break on me. So I already know that this palette would be kind of a nightmare for me to store, because I don't want like a dark matte blue to shatter on me. Just like a black, I don't want that to shatter on me. But having said that, it's not that I'm gonna not get this palette. I potentially could, but I don't need it right now. So, especially because I did recently get a couple palettes that have a lot of bright colors. I feel like I want to go in my Peach Perfect from Gourmande Girls for one of these peaches. Obviously in the Cosmic Beauty, they have a bright, like a true orange, and I mean, maybe potentially this one, but I don't actually think any of these would be like a true match. Maybe this one, but I'm going for vibes only. So I think in this palette, I'll probably will go into this one because I think it would go really nicely with this blue. And also, I just want to play around. I want to keep going into the same palettes over and over again. So that's why I said this is going to, you know, this makeup look's going to have palettes from, or makeup from anything, like projects, non-projects, you name it. I'm just having fun. So we're going vibes only. I'm just building a little bit of a color story for me, and then we're going to start. So we have a couple shades. I feel like with shimmers, I have no idea where I would go. I think the swatches are really, really beautiful from what I have seen. So I really could pull swatches from multiple palettes that I own. I think for now, I'm just going to start with the eyes, and then we'll see how far I get. Again, vibes only. I don't want to like have like a I don't know, tons of stuff on my eyes, but I do want to have some fun on my eyes. So we're just going to go vibes only, kind of duping the vibes, you know, if I had this palette, this is potentially a look that I would want to start with. That's kind of how I'm going into this. And also by doing this, it's also going to just be like, Gabby, you don't need this palette. So if I did get this palette, it would honestly be to add to my collection because it's pretty, right? It's not that I would need this palette, but honestly at this point, I don't actually need any palettes in my collection anymore. Any new palettes that I would buy, I would not need. I think I'm going to go into the blue first because I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, and I want to see how it's going to go. So we're going to go into this Journey shade, and I'm going to place it where I am envisioning I want it. Basically like in the crease area for me, but like right here at the top. Because I don't know how the rest of this look is going to go. I'm just thinking this is what I want to start with. when I sat down, I was like, what am I filming today? And I did have things on my list of what I wanted, what was supposed to be filming. I was supposed to be filming like a skincare inventory and things like that. A different type of get ready with me. And I honestly sat down here and I was like, I don't want to do these. I do not want to film these today. I want to play with some makeup and I want to film it, and this is what we're doing. So like I said, it's impromptu. Those other videos can wait. I try to schedule out my videos a month in advance. Is that like crazy? I have like a calendar, and it's very easy to fill up a lot of the days of when I'm going to post, because I have so many projects that I will update every single month. So I you know, try to wait a month to do that, so I can fill up so many days of just like updates on all those things. But I've been trying to post 5 videos a week. Obviously I haven't done it this week, but I've been trying to do 5 videos a week recently, because A, it's better for my channel, for my growth, and I think it's been good to just push me, like, in terms of like in terms of my hobby. I think it's been good, right? I don't really need any other reason other than what I've given you, right? I think it's just been better to do that. But it also means that I have gaps in my schedule, and I need to fill them up with video ideas throughout the week, you know? So I will have my updates, and then what am I gonna do the rest of those videos where I am not talking about Project Pan Update? So it's videos like today where I just feel like I could just do whatever I want, and I woke up and I was like, I do not want to talk about my skincare inventory today. Plus, I haven't like taken photos of anything yet, and I'm just not ready for it. It's also boiling hot, so I just want to do my makeup. This is definitely not, I mean, maybe I would go out looking like this at a pool party. I don't really know. I don't know. I had a little bit too much fun with that blue. that is such a good blue. That is a Colourpop color, and you know what? I think it's got the vibes of that blue from that sun palette. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna go to Gourmande Girls now, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go into the Peach Boys. I feel like these 2 colors are just so much fun together. And I don't know what this eye look shape is, but I've gone for it and I really love it. Look at that. That is so pretty. I guess I could have gone, I have a lot of colors like this orange in my collection, because I think they're so great. There's so many different palettes that I could have gone into. And again, I don't know exactly how the oranges look in the sun palette, but I have so many peach oranges because it's just something that I always gravitate towards. So is it exact? No, but I do have some true oranges in my collection. I just think this with that blue is more fun. And actually, let me just see what I'm doing, because I'm doing this almost blindly. I feel like I need to go to the eye doctor because I feel like my eyes have gotten worse. It has been a couple years, and I try to go every couple years to get tested, just so I can get some new glasses and stuff, because I desperately need to get some new glasses. I'm so sick of my glasses. They're just too big for my head. They always fall, and I've suffered through it for, I think I've actually had them for 3 years, so I definitely am at a point where I need some new glasses. I need some new glasses. Yeah, so right now I'm super blind. Okay, so that's fun, right? But what do I do after this? Now I'm at the point where I don't know what I want to do now. I don't know what I want to do now. So, and I don't know really what these shimmers look like in the sun palette. Oops, I just tore my page. Okay, so let me just have a look at this palette again. I've seen a lot of swatches, right? So let me see. The swatches are very, very pretty. I'll put up the swatches so you have obviously all of the oranges and the yellows. You got a bit of red, and then you have the purples. Honestly, where's the blue? The blue in the palette on the swatch doesn't look as bright as the blue on my face. Ooh, these shimmers are gorgeous though. Okay, these are gorgeous shimmers. Okay, so I think I could go with anything, quite honestly. None of these shimmers look like they go, I mean, no, they look more yellow than green. I don't, maybe there's a little bit of green in a couple of them, but not like, not too much. Okay, so this palette does have Papa Don't Preach, which is a really, really pretty orange shade. I don't think that truly matches any shade in the Cosmic Beauty palette that I'm seeing, but again, who knows? And I'm going for vibes only. So we're going vibes only. I'm going to put this here. This is pretty. And also, gives me an excuse to use this palette. I have not used this palette nearly enough. And I bought it thinking it was so stunning. And then I got it and I was like, I'm not using this palette. And I don't want that mentality, so. This is another reason why I just want to like sometimes play with music for no, play with makeup for no reason other than to just play. I have so much now in my collection. I just want, like, I should just be playing. And I think when you do as many project pans as me, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're playing it with anymore because you're like working. I have to like work on that shade. I have to work on that shade. But I have no reason to be going into this palette other than I want to right now. So I like that for me. Oh no. Oh well, whatever. This is a really nice peachy orange shade that I honestly just forgot about. It's not one of these like truly like in your face, but it's very pretty though, regardless. Okay, we have that. I think also let me just look at this palette again. They do have darker tones. So I think I'm gonna get a slightly darker orange, maybe not in this palette. Where would I have a darker orange? So there is kind of a red shade in the palette. It's like a bricky dark red from what I'm seeing. But in the swatches, it looks more, yeah, it looks like a wine red. So I'm thinking I could potentially like go into this red and just do a little bit here. And I think that will give me the vibes. This is from GlossGods. I do have other reds, but I'm just going to go into this one, Scowl Venus. This is called Celestial Storm. So we're just going to swatch this. Ooh, actually, hold on. I didn't swatch the other shade. I want to like have my color story on here just so we can look at it at the end together. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to go into this red. How many times am I going to say red? Red, red, red. Okay. But I don't think it's going to come off super red, even though it is pretty red. I think it's going to give me the vibe that I want. So, I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so where is this? Where is this? Okay, here. All right, so I'm going to just go in with a little brush. And we're just going to, like, I'm just going to tap it on. Because if I put it on this orange, it's going to go the color that I want it to go, right? It's not like a true, I mean, it is reddish, but it's like a reddish orange now. And I'm not doing too much, and I'm not pushing down too hard. And I have this beautiful, like, sunsetty orange. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, I love just simple little looks like this where I can be like a little painter. Like, I feel like a painter sometimes when I do things like this. And sometimes, and I've always been a very abstract painter, or like an impressionist painter. And so my paintings, I don't really paint anymore, but I used to paint a lot. They were always, I mean, they weren't like one of those true to life painting people, you know, who like get every fine detail. I'm just an impressionist. So It's more about the feeling and the vibe, which is how I do my makeup, I think. It's just how I am in life. So I'm gonna put something, even though I really like this blue here, I'm gonna put something here because they do have a blue in the palette. I mean, they have several blues, but they have, where is this? I keep looking at the swatches. I'm like, give me the swatches. They have a, it's like a bluey purple. It's like a purple, it's like a pink with a purple flip, but it also has blue in it. I think I'm gonna go into my Flower Moon palette for the vibes. There, I do have the shade Dahlia, which I think is probably perfect. That's pink with a purple flip and a blue. I think that's it. So I'm gonna go into this one right here. And we're gonna put it here. Yeah, I think if I had the Sun palette, I would be able to do this exact look with the shades from what I've seen on the swatches. Who knows if that's really the case? But I just have too much in my collection, and I'm getting to the point now, not on all palettes, there's so many palettes still that I don't know very well in my collection, but like I knew instantly when I was looking at the swatches, oh, I have shades like this, and I was thinking, well, I have one in my that palette that has a pink, purple with a little shift of a blue. And not having the Sun palette in front of me, it's obviously harder. I'm sure it's not exact, but it's giving me the vibes, and I knew instantly I had it in here. And I like that I know what I have in my collection. Like I knew as soon as I saw the blue in the palette, I was like, well, I'm working on a blue that looks just like that. This is kind of crazy though, this makeup look. Yeah, I was going for summer vibes and I've ended up with like carnival, but it's fine. Okay, so this is the color story that I've ended up going into and using, and you know what, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not mad at it, I don't mind. I'm gonna add some bronzer. So I know I just did the tint, but I still wanna add bronzer to my face. I wanna be a little bit extra and have a little bit more bronzer. So I'm just gonna go in with my ABH cream bronzer that is in my project pan. Just giving pool party vibes. Are we doing pool party vibes? You know, this would have been good for 4th of July. I know obviously that's like, was a month ago almost. But you know, I feel like people always doing really fun, colorful looks like this. This could have been good for 4th of July. I'm a month late, guys. I'm a month late from my American friends. No, it's fine. I still think it's fun. I don't care. I think it's fun, so we're going vibes only today. So maybe, where do I have the brush here? This was the brush I used for that orange. I just want to maybe mute this red a tiny smidge. Honestly though, I don't mind. Wondering if I should put something underneath. I think I should. I think, so this palette has a lot of yellow to it. I really do like the blue kind of almost hitting my inner corner though. Maybe I should put some more concealer on. I feel like I've got some stuff here. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll put like a lighter peach matte maybe here. Also from the Peach Perfect palette from Gourmande Girls. And then maybe I can do something else. I think consistency wise, I do like this concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna put, there's a shade in here. I'm gonna want to put this one because I think there's a shade in the Sun palette that looks just like this one, like a lighter orange. So we're gonna go into that because yes, I can see it now. Okay, so, oh, this is fun. I have all the shades I need. Another excuse, Gabby, just to not buy makeup, even though, do I ever listen to myself? No, I do not. I do not listen to myself, but, so this one's called Peach Perfect. What's the name of the palette? Okay, and then we're gonna go, I'm gonna put it here. I think if I actually were going to a summer party, I probably wouldn't have done the blue, but because I'm just having fun, I'm having fun. But the blue is pretty, like, if you think about it, if I didn't have this blue, this would be a very, like, simple look, but because I have that blue and it's pretty pronounced, that's when it's like, whoa. See what I mean? I feel like this color definitely exists in the Sun palette. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. So you have like a darker, and then you have the really pale orange. I have all of these shades. I'm just talking myself out of getting this palette. I was already thinking, I'm not gonna get this palette, but now I'm like, I definitely shouldn't get this palette for sure. I definitely want to put something here. I'm thinking pink, because they do have yellow shades, but I think pink would work better for me. I'm hoping that they do have a shimmer called Clarity, and it looks pink. But on the swatches, I have no idea which one it is. I mean, I could go into this shade. This is also from my Flower Moon, and it's the shade Flower Moon. And I think that's very pretty, and who knows, maybe they have it in the Cosmic Beauty. Okay, I'm just gonna do it because I want to. Sometimes you just do things because you want to, right? Okay, I don't have a reason or rhyme, I just want to do it, so we're doing it. I'm also, I don't know why, I've been going into this gel liner from Colourpop like crazy. This is the Bay Breeze. I'm gonna go into this as well. I'm like addicted now. I just want to use this all the time. Maybe I'm unofficially project planning it without even thinking about it, but I keep wanting to go into this. I don't even think it is great shade anymore for me. But anyway, we went into that, and then I'm gonna just go into my Essence Lash Without Limits, and I will be back. Okay, I think for blush, we're gonna go into my Sun Kisser. This is the shade Soul Search, and this is really nice for the summer. It's also peachy, and we have a lot of peach on our face, so I think this will, well, why would I put it down there? I think this will work, assuming I haven't ruined the placement of it. It doesn't really add that much like pigment, but it adds some pretty shine. I feel like I want to add more pigment maybe. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. What do we think? I think the fact that I don't have foundation on, I'm actually liking somewhat how my skin looks. It's not perfect, but it's like I said at the beginning, it's just, I don't want to have like full coverage. I'm gonna be like out and about in the sun. Obviously my eyes are quite out there. This is, I said we're doing a no makeup look, but this is vibes, right? So I told you that. I told you that. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. I just been filling in my eyebrows a little bit in the front. I feel like it makes a big difference. Okay, so lips wise, I think we're gonna do a liner and some lip gloss. I mean, who am I? I do not wear lip gloss, but I feel like wearing something shiny. You know what? I'm gonna go into the, hold on, I just need to sharpen this. This is a Rimmel London lip liner. Look, it's getting teeny tiny. It's getting small and smaller. I think this is Blushing Rose. I think this is what it was called, but it's all rubbed off, so I have no idea. I think it was Blushing Rose. We're gonna go into this, and then I'm gonna go and use my What's Up Beauty lip balm instead. This is the Silicon Silk. Okay, it might not be dark enough actually, this Blushing Rose, but I want to keep my lips pretty light. So now, I really like the formula of this. I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss, but I think because this is more of a balm from What's Up Beauty, I actually really like it. It's a glossy lip balm, which is kind of like a lip gloss, just a different name for it, but I do like that it's not super like sticky. I think most lip glosses for me are very, very sticky. Okay, so I think a final step is going to be powder, and I think let's use the Beauty Crop one. So like I said, I initially went to the Beauty Crop and did my order because I really wanted this, and I've wanted this powder for ages. I have used it a few times since I've got it, and I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it really does a good job at getting rid of the shine. So it is the Pore Filter Pore Blurring Pressed Powder, and this was in my For You page when I was going on TikTok like a year or two ago. I don't go on TikTok anymore, but when I was on there, I saw everybody using this. So I was like, oh, it's popping off. It's popping off. And then I was like, well, I'll add it to my list of things to try. But actually it is really good if you want to get rid of some shine. I actually think it gets rid of it really well. Look at that. It's just got rid of all of my shine. It's crazy, crazy. And I think it lasts pretty decently because I have been trying to use in my Project 10 my Technique Vitamin C and also my Nabla powder, and I feel like I put them on and they look nice, but my shine shines through. And this one I think is pretty good at just like getting rid of the shine altogether. It's like, it definitely is blurring, which is like, wow, is that really me? I'm not shiny anymore, and I'm a very oily person, so my natural oils and shine always pop through. Oh, let's do some like, what's it called? Let's do some highlighter. I'm just gonna go into my Ofra because I also want to use this, and since we're playing with makeup, we're just playing. I'm gonna go into, hold on, let me swatch these. Which one do I want to go into? Maybe this one. I'm going to go into this one, which is actually the one that I repressed last year. It's this one, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go into this one, which is a little bit more of a yellowy champagne one. And let me just get a brush that I think will work, because I don't know at this point which brushes to use for what. Okay, yes, we're going to go into this one. Oh, I don't think I repressed this very well. It's like all breaking apart again. I gotta be more delicate, but okay, let's do this. Ooh. I always forget. I mean, it's not like I don't know, but I always kind of forget how impactful Ofra is. Oh. Yeah, it's still here. She hasn't broken completely, but no, I'm glad I've gone into that because I think since I repressed it, I haven't not gone into that shade once. So I'm finally going into it, which is good. I think this is all I want to do. Yeah, I think I've done a lot. Okay, so this is the eye look inspired by the new Cosmic Beauty Sun palette. I think I duped the vibes. For me personally, I think I duped the vibes pretty well. And I just selected some shades that I have in my collection that I think could potentially be in that palette without obviously having the palette in front of me and swatching it. But I feel like these have the vibes of some of the shades in the palette. And this is a look that I could potentially do if I have that palette. So, and in terms of everything else, I don't know. I'm a fan that the sun is like behind the clouds. It might have gone a little dark. I feel like even though I didn't put foundation on, I do feel like my face looks more orange than the rest of me, which could be a combination of the fact that I used the ABH cream bronzer that does have a lot of orange to it. I do think this potentially oxidizes, and this is the second time I used it, so I don't really know for sure, but you saw straight away as soon as I went and got my sponge wet and I came back, I feel like it oxidized on my face. So I think the whole thing has oxidized on my face, but maybe it's just me that's seeing the color difference and you guys won't see the color difference. I feel like my face looks different to the rest of me, which is what I want to avoid, but it's fine. It's fine. I think though, I'm loving the rest of the look and I had some fun today. Sometimes you just want to do a makeup look and you don't want to have a reason for it, and that's what I ended up doing today. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I would really appreciate that. Otherwise, hope you're all doing well, enjoying your summer if you are in a country that is going through summer right now. And otherwise, I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye!